If you're a US citizen that's looking to know more about where we can go now, which countries are open to US citizens to travel to, this video is for you. And let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out there. This is not a video to say, hey, let's just go buck wild, you go ahead and travel, book those tickets. You should always do so with caution and do your research, which is what I'm going to be providing, ways that you can research for your trip. But also, the CDC is warning people to not just go crazy right now. And, cases are still on the rise, even though people are getting vaccinated. So I want to put that disclaimer out there, don't come back and say, Kim said, we should travel right now. This is really tools and tips to help you so that when you do feel comfortable traveling and when it's safe to travel, you know where you're welcome and where you can go to. Also, these countries can change by the week, by the day. It just depends on what's going on. So I'm going to show you where you can find the most up-to-date information on which countries are open now for travel. So let me know what questions you have, and let's go ahead and get into first, where you can go to look up what is available, which countries are open. Here is basically CDC's recommendations by destination. And you can see which countries start out with, level 1, COVID-19 low, moderate, high, and very high. So that kind of gives you a place to start where you're like, okay, I want to know which countries have low cases of COVID-19. That way, if you feel comfortable traveling to that destination, you kind of already know what's going on. So that's the risk assessment, and literally breaks it down. And I'll include these links in the description. And another important website I look at is the US Department of State. I always look at this website. Say you picked out which country you want to go to. It's open to US citizens. And you go to a country specific, you can go to a country specific page. So let's just go to Mexico because D Walker put Mexico. Basically when you go to a country specific page, and this is on the US travel site and it directs you to the US embassies in Mexico, you can see, any alerts, messages for US citizens. You can also scroll down and let me go and do the entry requirement. So although the US has, you have to take a test before you get back into the US, this is a good place to see a direct link to each embassy. You need to look at each embassy of the country to know what are the advisories, what is their COVID-19 testing requirement. So does that country require COVID-19 tests upon, before you go or before you board your flight? What type of tests are acceptable? So I would encourage you, if you're not already, to bookmark this website, and this will help you know what are the requirements. So you already have to take a test when you're coming back to the US from an international destination. But now you need to, before you book anything, you need to understand what are the requirements to actually get to that country after you determine if it's open or not to US Americans. There are a couple of airlines that have interactive maps that help you be able to book a flight. And this is an example. So Delta has a Discover map, and you can literally see which countries you can go to that are open right now. And you can even actually sort down to which destinations that only have non-essential shops open, that have restaurants open, bars and cafes. So this is really neat to have. And you can see the color coded here. It's open to visitors, open with restricted entry, and destination not available. So yeah, this is a good place to start. You can put in your origin city and literally play around with that way. And other airlines that are doing it are US Airlines, as well as Iberia and LATAM Airlines. So let me know if you guys use those airlines. I expect more airlines will come in to do this, but these are a good place to start. And if you're not even flying Delta or United Airlines, you can still go there and get some free information on where you can travel to right now. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Kim with Work Hard, Travel Well. And if you're new here, I talk about travel tips for busy professionals